Coming up in this week's episode,
we start work on Atlas and fit new teak handrails.
Well, what did you say it was? It's 240.
We take our mast down for the very first time.
Scared and excited at the same time. She'll be fine. And we hide from Hurricane Fiona.
I can only imagine how many trees are coming down in Nova Scotia at the moment. You can hear the wind and rain out here.
Before this video starts, just want to give a quick shout out to Damien, one of our followers on YouTube and Facebook. He's had a terrible accident, he's in hospital.
Yeah.
Hope you get well.
All the best.
Damien, all the best to you, and get back out on your sailing boat. Thank you so much for following the channel.
Yeah, and we wish you all the best. Enjoy this episode.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
Since the last episode, we relocated to La Have River Yacht Club to start preparations on Atlas for the big sail south.
Good morning, everyone. We are in La Have, and we have just starting work this morning on the preparations. Today is Saturday, and Monday we are taking the mast down Monday, so we have to do some preparations. The ceiling has got to come down. So Luke's just taking all the electrics and just taking stuff apart. So the main reason why we're taking down the ceiling is to change these handrails. And the reason why we're changing the handrails is because they're rotten, they're split there. There's a big split in there and there, they're totally gone. But unfortunately, they're all bolted through the deck, and they're underneath the liner and underneath there, and bolted to the actual deck itself. That's a bit of a pain. That's what it looks like inside, like a building site. Rotten.
Yeah, the bolts are here. Do you want to show that? The bolts are here. They are pretty loose. And then we got that bolt there. And we thought the rails ended in the saloon, but they don't. They go through to the heads as well. So we've had to take off the door here. And luckily, when I peeled this down, you can see two holes there where the bolts come through. If not, we would have had to take all that down.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. Got new teak rails to go up there.
Yeah.
With regarding the mast coming down on Monday, all we've got to do is undo all these connections and tidy them up because they are a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
And the radar.
These two,
Yeah.
which got run down into here through this bodywork somewhere, and then they plug into the radar here. And you can't cut this, so this is going to have to be fed back, and of course it won't fit through there, so we're going to have to take off all the wood bits, and connect it all the way and bring it back to the mast.
Yep. Yeah.
And then we got all the fittings on the deck then. We'll probably take them all apart and we'll have to replace every single one.
Yes.
It is what it is.
So we managed to take down the whole ceiling, the boards are outside, just there. They were hanging on anyway and they're in the way, so we just pulled them out, didn't we?
Yeah.
But at the minute, what's happened now? These bolts here.
Well, we think the teak on the wood on the top is as old as the boat, because they've put the teak on and then they've glassed over the top of the bolts. So I'm just removing the glass. It must be that must be the case.
But the thing is, they're not all glassed up. See these? They're not glassed. In here, it's just screws. Some of them are screwed in with screws. Others are bolted, screws bolted. And then there's some more underneath there to come out. We've got some lovely teak handrails to go up. Just cracking on with the job really. It's absolute mess in here, and we've got to live in here as well.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We've got to do it. There's not much to film. So.
Yeah.
Surprising how hard fiberglass is.
But with other boats, this coach roof is like fiberglass, and then in between you have a sandwich layer of like foam or plyboard, and then fiberglass on top. But these boats, it's all complete fiberglass, solid fiberglass. All the decks, the roof. It just shows the strength and quality, the strength of these boats, the older boats. And they don't tend to flex. We've got 5 bulkheads running through this boat, which gives it extraordinary strength. As you can see by the old handrail, it's completely rotten. The rails we're getting are much thicker. They're big, thick rails. This is much better for going offshore, safer.
You may be wondering why we are in a wood place. Is because we are going to get our rails on top of the coach roof replaced, and we're looking for wood to do that. But we're in this wonderful place. It smells absolutely amazing in
I
here.
want to say we would do it.
Oh God!
Look at that over there. I never saw this stuff on the wall.
Yeah,
I think that's the pieces they used to have on. Great. Is it long enough? I bet you it might not be long enough. Find something that has a length on it. Funny yellows. You got to make sure it's got no knots in it, because it'll break. Is it long enough? Oh, Jesus. 8 foot and 5/16. Oh, what did you say it was? It's 240.
215 centimeters.
Yeah.
And this is 1 3/8. So you guys want metric? So it's 1 3/8. So let me see.
So we're here on the pontoon, and we just pulled up, and we're just getting things ready
That was bottomed up.
here. Just got to get all these pins out. Pins out of everything. But unfortunately, someone beat us to it this morning. They're over there taking their rig down, but it's only a small boat.
We're going to mark we're putting tape around where it's adjusted to, so when we get a new standing rig, and the rigger will know how long the wires is, whether it's bottomed out or not, because on that side we're down to the end of the screw bit, so we're going to put some tape on it so they know to make that wire a little bit longer.
A little bit longer. Makes sense. That's what we're going to be doing today.
I found out a way to make it all better.
Yeah.
Lemon curd.
Oh, beautiful.
From my wife.
Oh, look at
There
that.
you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Delicious on toast, that'll be.
Oh yeah.
I can spell it.
You might be able to.
Yeah.
That could just be me living in the house with 200 lemons.
Everything's loose now. All these are loose.
You haven't done the back thing yet, have you?
Not yet.
Everything is loose. The mast actually moves back and forth.
Side.
Yeah. We just loosened everything off ready to go over to there.
Got to do the back stay.
Back stay.
Loosen that off.
And then we're gonna drift over there and get the crane on the mast, and I'm just gonna go downstairs now and disconnect these wires and tape them up. That's it, really.
Yeah, it's an easy job. All we've done is taken the pins, all the pins out of here, and then just undone the turnbuckles. That's all you'd have to do for now, because we're getting all this replaced. Turnbuckles, everything down to there. We've got to take all these wires to the rigger, and then he can make up the new ones, and we can just put it all back on there.
Is it now, innit?
Yes.
We're ready.
Nervous, to say the least.
This is your moment of truth.
We'll move the boat over to there and then set everything up, and then we don't know what the hell we're doing, so.
You know, over there.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna put the crane on the mast and then just lift it up. We're all disconnected the wires already. Let's get the show on the road.
I'm ready.
Good.
Basically, that boom's going to swing out, and we're going to lift from the back loose. And if it's going to, so basically, the mast has to be almost.
All in place and ready to go.
Okay. Hold up the mast, we're ready. By the way, Adam, what do you think of this one?
I have no idea what's going on. No, just moving the crane.
Bruce, I was really just going to put a.
Just moving the crane out into position.
That works too, right? That actually works.
Yeah, Luke's pulled it over there.
Sometimes, because that tends to stick to the mast when you try to pull it in. Yeah, I never tie it tight. Yeah. Go a little more.
So we're just hooking that on there now.
That's a wooden block, isn't it?
It's a wooden block, yeah.
Well, to pin the mast might go this way or that way. But be ready, it's gonna move.
Yeah, right, okay.
All these wires are clear.
Yeah, they're clear. Scared and excited at the same time. She'll be fine.
Yeah, this is ready? Yep. There she is. Okay. One more. Just clear the rigging. Got it? Yep. All yours. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah?
This way a bit actually. Towards us. When we get it to a certain level here, Luke, I'm going to take that and you're going to go ease that line over there. Keep going. I got you putting that solver way too far away. Okay, come on down. Okay, just a sec, Bruce. I'll get the solver set. Hold it.
Okay, here we go. Mast is down. That was scary. It's heavy.
Not too bad.
It's heavy.
Is it?
Yeah, a really big, heavy piece of equipment.
Not too bad. I bet you it's maybe around.
Okay, now we're
Surprised
just...
how big everything is.
Yeah, that's massive, isn't it? Yeah. At least we can inspect everything now on here. Oh, look at that. Need a new one of them, for sure. Right.
We're just taking the T-junction things out of the mast, that's all.
Taking these up, I'll just see what Jeff's doing. Jeff's doing one there. Oh yeah, they just twist and pull out.
They do, but the fittings that hold them in are probably a little strained.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. I just want to get, just so people know what it looks like, what we're doing. Oh yeah.
Get down there. There we are.
There you go. It's quite clever, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really?
strong as hell. It's only pulling down.
So they're all out now.
Yeah, now we'll start coiling them and taping them off.
Okay. Oh, she's looking naked. Just dismantling, taking all the rigging off the mast because we've got to take all the rigging with us to the rigger so we can make up the new rigging for us. We've just labelled everything up so we know where it goes. We're getting everything replaced, all of this, the turnbuckle, the wire. The wire's going to be slightly thicker. I think we're going for 7mm wire. Doing a tappa just to get it out the mast, and then we can put it all back in then. And everything's looking good. Well, there we go. That's about it really. We've moved the mast out of the way. We've got a list of stuff we need to buy. Bits and bobs, shopping. We need one or two new halyards. Maybe some wire, bits and bobs. We'll probably get rid of the radar reflector. Yeah, it's okay. Gonna spend a bit more money than we anticipated. But, these are our new rails. These are teak. These cost them $180, was it?
Yeah, about that.
For 2 pieces of teak. Jeff, thank God we got Jeff, because he has drilled these out for the bolts to go through, and he's made us a load of plugs. So all we've got to do is snap the plug out of there. We'll bolt it all into place, bend it all like this, put the bolts down, and then put the plugs inside. We're going to glue them in there. Yeah. They're going to be sticking out somewhat. So we'll come down with a little saw and just gently sawed it off, and I'll sand them and shape them.
Yeah, they need shaping because they're
square.
They're square. They look beautiful.
Got to fit these rails now. What we're gonna do, got Puriflex 40, it's a sealant and it's an adhesive as well. The reason why the sealant coming out of the tube is it's blocked up. I can't get this, it's all solid all the way up to about there. I can't get it out with the gun, so I'll just poke a hole in there, use what we can, unfortunately. Just don't want to make a mess. Luke's doing the nut up from underneath.
Is it down to the bottom of that wood?
Down here.
It's down to the bottom of that plug. Yeah. So here's one rail, nearly complete. Look how gorgeous it looks. All we got left to do now is take out these plugs and put them in there, and the plugs need to go in with the grain. So you can see on the plugs there, the grain is going down that way, so they need taking it out of there and putting it in there, and the grain's got to go down that way. Beautiful.
Right, rails are fitted, bolted down. We cut these off for now.
Yeah.
They've got to be tidied up and sorted out, but wow, look at that! Solid teak.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. What are we doing now, Lef?
I'm taking the plugs out.
Okay.
So just put the screwdriver down the side. It doesn't work. Put the screwdriver down the
In
side.
between them both there.
Down the side like that.
Yeah.
Just give it a twist and it breaks off.
Yeah, just pop them out.
That's your wood. That's your wood plug. And then we're just gonna put them in that way, innit?
Other way.
That way, is it?
Yeah. They're going to be cut off anyway, they'll never go
That
in
way.
all the way.
And then you put wood. Well, I'll show you. Does this work?
Yeah.
So I'll put wood glue in there.
Yeah, you can just stick in the hole, I suppose. Up to you, really. On the plug or in the hole. Don't think it really matters. Probably does, but.
And then you put the plug in, but make sure the grain is with the wood.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You get the mallet and you go.
Yeah. Knocked home.
And then you just chop the top off.
Yeah, we'll chop the top off. Best to do it with, like, I think it's like a Chinese sword or a Japanese sword thing. They're really flat and really thin. You can just run it along the top there. I'm going to be sanding them anyway, so it doesn't matter if they scratch them up a little. Tappa, tappa, tappa.
Beautiful.
These are our new teak coach roof handrails. Oh, look! Would you look at that?
Beautiful.
Solid,
And this other one.
fitted. Just need a quick little bit more of a sand, and they're good.
It has been raining, so.
Yeah.
But really happy. Really happy.
Top job. Look at this brand new cooker. Anyway, what's happened, Luke?
We're just watching this hurricane down here. We've booked in with the club for Thursday, just in case, to take our boat out of the water in case this hurricane comes right over us and brings 126 knot winds over here. So here it is at the moment, down by Bermuda. No,
The Bahamas.
Bahamas. And it's travelling up. Look at it. And this is where we are here. Luckily, it's slipping off to the side. But if it comes straight up, intensifies. Look at that, 131 knots. And we are there, so it's only going to bring 26 knots. But if this moves over a little bit, could possibly have 132 knots right over here. And the plan is, see, it's going up and just slipping, going up to Newfoundland and disappearing. Yeah.
Hurricane Fiona will hit Nova Scotia Friday night with damaging winds, heavy rain, and dangerous storm surge. Stay indoors. Avoid the coastline and rivers. Charge devices and have enough supplies for at least 72 hours. Listen for further updates from officials.
So after tracking this hurricane all week, we realised that unfortunately it was going to come over Nova Scotia. And we are in the clubhouse at the moment, at Lehave River Yacht Club, a really lovely place. We think the safest option really is to leave here
and go 6 miles inland up to the town wharf, which is free, and we're going to raft alongside Bruce's boat, an 18-ton schooner. Okay, so it's the day before hurricane night. It's not going to be much of a hurricane, though, is it?
There's an eddy here. No, 25 knots, 60 gusts.
Yeah.
Tucked up nice here.
We're pretty safe. And next to Bruce's schooner, 18-ton schooner. A couple of other yachts here and there. All
the wharfs
rafted up, all the wharf, yeah.
Someone anchored out.
We've got somebody anchored there, which we're not too pleased about, but yeah, there we go. We've got the wind coming, starting from here tonight and then going around to here and then possibly finishing there. So if he drags, he'll end up in the side of us, so that's good.
Happy days.
Yeah. The tender has been left out. We had a bit of rain last night, so you can see it's full of water, so we're just going to empty it now and take the outboard off, and we're going to strap the tender to the roof. I know we're both wearing exactly the same jumpers.
I know. We only realised it the other night.
We're fools.
Like go around as like a pair.
Pardon? Hello? Don't know us. Somebody shouted over. I think she's coming over. Yeah, so but that's basically it really. It's not going to be that bad, I don't think.
It's currently 10 to 8.
8 o'clock?
Don't interrupt me.
Well, I thought we were doing this together.
10 to 8 in the evening, and it's raining quite hard. The wind hasn't really picked up that much, is it?
It's been raining for about 4 hours.
Yeah, very little wind at the minute.
It's absolutely freezing cold.
So cold. They're expecting about 60 knot gusts this 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's still not much around at the minute. I don't think there's going to be much around here.
Yeah, I don't think so neither.
It's so far inland.
Yeah. Don't know if you can see me now, it's gone 12 o'clock. The wind is really starting to whistle. It's quite windy now. Yeah, it's really windy actually. It's due to get windier by 3 AM. It's going to be super windy. I know you can't actually see anything. That's Bruce's boat there. That's the boat next to us. It's getting really windy. The boat out in the anchorage is still pretty much in the same place, but I wouldn't want to be anchored right now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and it is really, really windy. You can only imagine how many trees are coming down in Nova Scotia at the moment. You can hear the wind and rain out here. Everything is safe. That boat is anchored out in the out there. It's still holding. We get closer and closer. It's a bit scary, really. You can hear it still absolutely tipping down. Wind is howling. It's a little bit jerky on board, but it's okay, really. Really okay.
Well, here we are, 8:45 in the morning. Last night was quite windy, gusty, but we only had about 60 knot gusts last night. Didn't get that much sleep, so you can imagine being on a boat. Not too bad here, really. The worst they had it was up in Cape Breton, at well over 100 knots. Can't see any trees down here. Oh God, it's absolutely freezing. Still pretty windy. Saying on the news this morning that 80% of Nova Scotia is without power. Can't believe how cold it is. It's absolutely bitter, really bitter. Here we are, we're all safe and sound, tied up next to Bruce, his boat. Got some extra lines going on. We're quite safe. Oh. That boat there that's anchored up is getting closer and closer and closer to us. Drifting around. You shouldn't have been anchored there. Simple as that.
Coming up in next week's episode, the work continues on board Atlas. Please don't forget to leave a like, a subscribe, and if you think somebody else might enjoy it, please share. And as always, a massive thank you to our amazing patrons. Without your support, this journey would simply not be possible.